are you, goat herder? You want to leave comments on my chat, man? You want to leave comments inside of my videos? Come, goat herder. Come. You think you have power in... Mate, send them, fucking send them. You want to threaten me, you little fucking goat herder? You want to threaten me? You want to threaten me, you fucking goat herder? Well, I've got balls, you cunt, unlike yourself. Okay, here I am. You think you got control in my channel? You think you got control in my chat? Little fucker, you're really brave on the fucking internet, eh? You're really brave, huh? You want to take credit for shit, do you? You're fucking dreaming. You're dreaming. You're nothing but a goat herder. And you think you have power in my fucking life? You have power in my fucking chat? You ain't got shit. You ain't got nothing. I didn't block your goat herder fucking head, mate. I didn't block you, okay? So come. You want to talk your shit to me? You want to leave comments in my section? You want to threaten me? You want to tell me what the fuck you're going to do? Is that right? Yeah, I bet your ass ain't going to be in the car. You're not going to be in the car, are you, mate? No, you're going to be safe at home in front of the computer telling your fucking friends to make sure they go fully armed. Make sure you go fully armed, okay? You know, look what he said. Look what he said. I don't like it. You know, my feelings got hurt. You know, how dare he talk about it? You know the difference between me and you? The difference is I'm allowed to question it. I'm allowed to question it, mate. You're not. You have to obey. You have to submit. You are not allowed to question. You're not allowed to question. And it really pisses you off when somebody else questions, huh? Look how pissed off you got in my comment sections, mate. Look at the comments you left on my videos. Are you kidding me? No chance, you fuck. Here I am. Go and complain. Now we know who's complaining about my streams, viewer. Now we know who's complaining and writing reports and getting my shit taken down, and he wants it all to become yellow because he's offended. He's offended, viewer. So instead of it being a little bitch boy that he is, all he wants to do is sit there and trying to find something to report, mate. That's it. Write up a little report, send it along to YouTube, have it all demonetized and taken down because he's unhappy. Why? Because he's a bitch boy. He's a bitch boy. Okay? So like, I'm not sitting on here all night. There's no fucking chance in the world. It's not worth my time being on here anymore. It is not. Okay? So I'm going to give you a little bit of my time, and here I am, because you wanted to call me out, did you? You want to call the Lord Dobby out. You want to call him out, right? But you're waiting for anything to complain about. You're waiting for anything that you can mark down in a video and send it off to the fucking and have the shit closed down. Why? Because you're a bitch boy. All right? That's it. Period. You're a bitch boy. I'm much too fucking handsome for the joint, mate. Handsome for Lord Dobby to be online, viewer. You know, what happens if she sees me? What happens if she sees me in this glorious state that I'm in? Oh, they'll be banging down me door, viewer. I can't afford to have this beautiful face on the internet. But get some pictures, Rajneesh. So now you can tell all your friends where I am every day on live stream and get them to rock up. Get them to do what you need to do. Because you're offended, huh? You actually think you got power in Lord Dobby's life? No, cunt. I've got to reallocate my funds to fucking get my life in order. I can't rely on my channel, but I've got to keep on my path. And I've got to do what I need to do in order to get these doctors and psychologist ladies off my head. I've got to make sure my electricity and my gas is paid for. So I've got better things to spend my money on, wasting my time talking to a goat herder. All right? And I'm paying for it. Why would I want to pay to talk to you, you fucking goat herder? You can't answer the question though, can you? You can't answer the question. The only thing you can do is phone your friends up and threaten me. You got to threaten me. You know, be quiet. I don't want you talking about that. Don't ask that. And that's all you've got. You've got the sword. That's it. That's all you know. You know the sword. You can't talk your way out of it, but you can threaten it out of it. You know, if you talk about it, I'm going to do this, this. Really? Is that what you're going to do? I look forward to your face, mate. I look forward to it. You think you got power in my channel? I'm going to close my channel down because of you. You're a goat herder. You have no power here at all. None. But why should I give my shit for free? Why should I list my stuff so a company can earn money from me? But I don't earn any money. I earn nothing out of it. I get thousands of views for my shit, goat herder, and I don't get a dime. Nothing. I get the occasional super chat. So why would I want to pay to talk to you? Yeah? I'm talking to a fucking goat herder. AJ. Why don't you shut the fuck up, Tragic? Why don't you just be quiet? That's what you should do, mate. You should close that fucking yap, sit down, all right? That's what you should do. You know why? Because I've got to read your bullshit. I've got to sit there reading you and scrolling you fucking... For what? For what? Anyway, man, I came on to fucking wait for the cunt. I came on to wait for him. I'll sit here for an hour waiting for you, goat herder. I'll sit here waiting for you, goat herder. You only just made the comments on my channel a minute ago, like 10 minutes ago or whatever. And I thought, you actually believe your shit? Okay, well, come, fucker. Come, goat herder. Come and talk your shit to me now. Come and talk your shit, goat herder. You know, you want to run your mouth on my comment sections. You want to threaten me. You want to threaten the Lord Dobby, do you? You want to threaten the Lord Dobby, do you? Huh? You want to threaten the Lord Dobby, right? You want to threaten the Lord Dobby, right? Oh, far out. No, mate, you're a fucking goat herder, okay? You're nothing more than a goat herder. And I make fun of people like you because I ask you a simple question and you can't give me the answer. The only thing you can do, mate, is write reports and have all of the streams fucking copyrighted. Or not copyrighted, but gone yellow because of your fake-ass reporting, because you're so offended. You know, how dare he talk about that? So my shit all goes yellow. I don't earn anything out of the channel. The company earns good money. The company gets the views. The company gets the ads. You know, they get paid for the ads. It doesn't matter if they're on the channel. They're fucking paid, rah, rah. So no, man, it's not actually worth it. It's not actually worth it, right? And I have a feeling they're going to try and take down my channel again before next month. They have taken my channel down, what, twice now in my YouTube life. The last one was for 3 months. And I just had this real feeling, okay, because they've pulled over all of my funds. They've pooled it till this month, okay? And I'm over the limit, boys. I showed you $180 or whatever it was, right? Well, we could use that 180, boys. You know what I'm saying? Like that would have really kicked me gone, right? It would have kicked me along, right? But when, you know, they're withholding it, man. I've got a feeling, boys, they're going to take the fucking channel down again anyway. So I thought to myself, well, hey, I'm not earning anything out of the joint. My thing is due tomorrow. my you know, the instinct, right? So I'm thinking if I take the funds that I've got out of it, at least I've got some funds in my pocket and it's not going to internet, and I can't really do anything for this month. I can't pay my internet bill with my channel. You following me? And I can't pay everything out of the Seno, mate. I don't have any other money coming in, otherwise the ex-wives would have me in court again, and child support would have me over the arse. So that's why I don't really crack away with a lot of masks. I've given it a bit of a break and not
Not worried about it. But I should have kept that cracking, mate. But I ran out of latex, rah rah. And then, I used the money that I was given for food and fucking to actually live, rah rah. So that was that's the only way out of it, is making my art, doing some artwork. I got people inquiring, people asking me about clowns. My clowns always crack. So I thought that's what I'll do, man. I'll just fucking have the month off and see if we do get some kind of payment out of the channel until the 23rd, I think it is. See if we actually do, otherwise all we're going to do here is ruffle feathers. I'm going to ruffle feathers of these stupid goat herders that get all offended about shit that you're not allowed to talk about. They're not allowed to talk about it, viewer. You've got to understand that. They have to submit. That's it. They're not allowed to question anything. They're not allowed to ask a question. They're not allowed to do shit. They just must submit. Unquestionable. Okay? So that's why they can't answer a question the way when you ask them a question, because it's a different mindset. They're completely submitted. They're completely submitted, and all they can do is phone their friends and get a whole gang of them together, and then they come over and then they want to do you harm. They do, because he's all riled all his friends up, and they get in the car with a fucking couple of blades and a couple of swords, and you know what I mean. Like, yeah, man, he's in the live. The cunt will be watching you, right? And then he'll recognise where you are, and he's got a couple of friends kicking around here and there, and bang, he's on the phone. He's on the phone, boys, right? So they're going to be walking along doing the live stream one day, and a whole bunch of monkeys are going to jump out of the car, and you said this and you said that. And even if you ask them the simple question, they won't be able to answer you. All they'll do is attack. Just attack. That's all they know. They only know the sword. If you don't agree with them, you die, or you pay jizya, or you come into slavery. That's their thing, okay? Especially if they're like phase 6, phase 5, going into 6, the real serious ones that there is no questioning, mate. There's no questioning. They just submit. They're not allowed to question it. Okay? I'm a Western bloke. I grew up in America. I'll question anything I want. All I've got to do is tone down me swearing a bit. I've got to tone that down. Getting me on the swearing. That's how he's getting my streams. Okay, so I've got to cut down on on my expressing myself in that way. He's right. He's right though. I shouldn't be swearing, rah rah. We're on YouTube. That's fair enough. I understand. But the guy still wrote the report. The guy still sent it in, and that's how he gets your. That's how he gets your streams to yellow. So he's got us for a few streams, boys. He's got us for a few streams, right? He keeps writing reports and sending them in because he's a fucking weak dog. So then the little dog is in my comment section, mate. He's telling he's got a victory over Lord Dobby, rah rah. Really? Yeah, well, I unfroze everything, bitch boy. What was private, it is now public. Okay, I don't care about your money. I'll get the views. I'll get the views, mate, and you're going to hate it. You watch, I'll get 4,000 views, 3,000 views on a shitty little streamer like me, and you're going to hate it. You're going to hate it because you can't answer the question, can you? Would you, ladies and gentlemen, marry a 6-year-old? And would you consummate at 9? It seems like a pretty logical question, right? I haven't said anything about anything. All I'm doing is asking a question. I haven't related it to anything. I haven't said this. I haven't done anything. I am simply asking that question. That's it. Okay? And you're the one that turns it into what you do because that's what you do. Because you relate to it. You know it. Okay? But you've got no defense of it. Because even in these, we've got Afghanistan, Yemen, we've got Iran, we've got Somalia. They all marry 6-year-olds, bro. You cannot deny it. You cannot deny that that's what they do. So that's phase 8, ladies and gentlemen. That's phase 8. Full on Sharia is phase 8. Okay? So, if you can get it in your mind, different phases of it all. In Australia, we're phase 2 to 3. 2 to 3, okay? And we're heading into 4. If you look at England, they're phase 6 to phase 7, okay? Because they have political power. They have seats, they have councillors, they have mayors. They have power now. And matter of time, and they've already got their little courts set up on their own. We know their court. You cannot deny it. The courts are there. They are dealing with their own matters outside of the British system because you have to respect their culture in your country. They do not expect yours. You've got to conform to them. They don't conform to you. Okay? You give it one generation and you'll be phase 8. One generation. When those kids grow up, that's it. You're done. Europe, England, all of them, all done. The only place that won't have it is Poland. Poland. Because they've refused all the illegal immigrants, illegal, that have arrived on the boat with their hands open. And they get everything. We have homeless in Australia. We have people on the street, man. We have people living in tents. But no chance. An immigrant comes in, they're at the top of the list. Okay? They're at the top of the list. So no. So I'm waiting for the guy to lob up. He wanted to run his mouth. He wanted to threaten Lord Dobby. He wanted to talk a whole bunch of shit. So here we go. Goku, have a look at these comments, man. Have a look at them, mate. You know, it's ridiculous. Ridiculous, some of the shit they write here, man. It's not worth reading. Not worth reading. All right, so how long have I been on? 18 minutes. I'll give him an hour. I'll give him an hour, viewer. I have no intentions on sitting on the stream all night. For what purpose? There's no purpose to it, viewer. Okay? There's not much thing to it. So I'll wait for the goat herder to come in. I'll wait for you to come in, boy. Yeah. You know, I grew up in America. You know, I went to school there. We had gangs, mate. Little herder. You had to be a part of a gang to get in the fucking school, mate. Sorry for swearing. You know, just to get in there. So I've been scrapping since I was young. You know, so not a problem. I'm not afraid of no one. Well, it depends how big they are. It depends how big they are. You're better off to run. But yeah, man, the only way you can do anything to me is 4 or 5-handed. That's the only thing you can do. And you know what's going to happen, goat herder? I'm going to put you on camera. I'm going to put you on live. I'll make sure that all your friends get photographed and filmed, mate. Every single one of them. Not a problem. You want to put your hands on me? Not a problem. That's why I'm not afraid of you. And you'll have no power here in my channel and no power in my life. I mean, I can't believe you actually thought that I deleted my channel because I asked a question on YouTube that you're offended with. Well, you and your friends. Like that is their mentality, viewer. That's their mentality. That's the mentality. You would actually believe that. Okay, boy, here I am. I'm all afraid of you. My channel's all closed down, you know. I'm afraid of you. So bring it on. Bring it on. You want me to go in the street? Do you want me to go for a walk? I'll go down to the shops. I'll go down to the shops down here, and it'll give you enough time to dox me. It'll give you enough time to dox me to your friends. I'll put all your asses in fucking jail, mate. All of them. Every single one of them. So come. Come and threaten me. Come. You know? None of your bullshit threatens me, man. None of your stuff threatens. Put your hand on me. Put your hand on me. I can't touch you until you put your hand on me, mate. I am not allowed to touch you until you put your hand on me. But once you put your hand on me, that's a whole different ball game. I'll be nicey nice until you put your hand on me. I don't give a rat's ass who you are, how old you are, or what you fucking want to drive up threatening me with a stick. I don't care who you are.
I'll take your stick off you. I told you, bloke. I'll take the stick off you and turn you into a popsicle. Don't touch me. I don't care who you are. But to think you actually, that I would be afraid of you is beyond my comprehension. You're a goat herder who hides behind a screen with no channel, no videos. You're here for me. You're here for me, right, Rajneesh, or whatever the fuck your name is? You're here for me, right? Aren't you lucky I don't block ya? Aren't you lucky? I don't block ya. I wonder why I don't block you, Raj. Eh? I wonder why. It must be because I'm terrified. I'm totally terrified. Absolutely terrified. So why don't you call, get a couple of your mates in the car, make sure they've got a couple of things, right, to do the job, and you can come and threaten the Lord Dobby. Like, what a joke. Like, it's insane. People's mentality in the year 2025. I think you come from TikTok. Do you come from TikTok? Because that's the mentality over in TikTok. Let's all meet up and have a punch on. Let's all do it on live stream, get some views. And then we'll be best friends. And then we'll battle for the next 2 days. You come from TikTok, right? Goku, we got a video up there asking a question. I did a night stream yesterday. Did it last night. Did a night stream. Yeah, we had a fucking monkey come in, mate. You know, real grass herder, and puts the threat in, mate. Puts the whole thing in, rah rah. I don't mean it. I don't care, mate. I'm trying to have a, we've got a newcomer. We've got a newcomer, okay, and I treated him the same as I did Dwayne, okay? I made fucking fun of him for 10 minutes, and the guy fucking loved me, right? Rah, rah. Well, the goat herder can't do that because you're offended at him. You're offending him, right? So the goat herder can only threaten that he's going to fight. It was last night. So today, right, I was trying to organise my life a little bit, thinking, anyway, which I've already talked about, okay? So this guy actually thinks when I privated my channel, and there's no point in me giving views to YouTube, there's nothing in it, viewer. There's nothing in it. I can't even buy a coffee milk. But they are running ads. They are having an earn. So why should I provide that? Yeah? Why should I? I had 6,000 views, mate, on 3 streams. 6,000 views. Why should I? There's no value to the Dobby. There's no value to my children. I can't pay the psychology thing out of it. I owe money and electricity. I'm thinking, what's the point? Why should I give it for free? So I'll private all of it. The whole channel. I'll private it. And then I'll give it up for 21 days to see if the payout comes. Because we're not getting a payout. We've got money sitting with these people, $180, mate, and they haven't paid it out. They've rolled it over to this month from last month. So I'm thinking they're going to close my account, or suspend me for 3 months. At the end of this month, I think they're going to close me down, suspend me, and they get to keep the money again. They keep your money. They don't pay you out. They kept the $200 that I had in the last chat, mate. They've kept it. They kept it. They suspended my channel for 3 months and kept the money. We haven't heard anything out of the channel in 6 months. Or, 4 or 5 months. We've heard nothing out of it. We've had a couple of things with Henry, a couple of super chats, $1. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. God bless you. But I get an occasional super chats, here and there, boys. but you don't get them for a whole month. It's 1 month. You don't get them today. You don't get them like tomorrow. You get it. It's 1 month from today. From the day of the stream, you get it 1 month later. You know, this will all add up for the 21st of this month or the 23rd of this month. It's added up. And if you get over $100, then they pay you out that money. But if you don't get $100 in a month, they keep that money and they roll it over. But this time we were over. I showed you the pictures and they've kept my paper. They've kept it. So I'm thinking, man, they're going to write in the next, you know, they're gonna kibosh the channel again. And they're going to swallow the paper again. So you don't get anything out of it, nothing at all. That's what I believe is going to happen. Okay? So I'm thinking, why would I want to provide my shit for free? And then if I say anything, I come online, I get these turkeys that come on here and they're all offended. And they're writing their reports. They're doing everything they can to get my channel and my things from green to yellow. At least with green, they can play an ad. I've got a chance of fucking you guys watching it and earning a couple of cents out of it, right? Otherwise, I'm doing it for free. I'm providing this company that earns billions of dollars a year with free, what do you want to call it? Free content. You know, they're earning off it because you're watching me. You watch my stream, my past stream, my old stream, or whatever. So they earn out of that because you're watching it. It's your, you know, they've got your time. So why, you know? That's what I thought. I'll just private everything, man. I'll private everything. I don't have to pay for the internet. I could use the $65, mate, okay? Seriously, I could use the 65, okay? You know what I mean? That's all, you know. And it gets me down when you get monkeys in the chat. They tell me, well, why don't you go and use the free Wi-Fi? Like, what a monkey. Why would I want to go and use free Wi-Fi to talk to you? What makes you so fucking special, bro, that I actually go down and stand there at McDonald's, you know, or stand there at the Wi-Fi at the telephone box? You know? There's the entitlement of it. There's the entitlement of it that people want over your life. So I'm not young, boys. I'm not young, right? So no, man, no. So I thought I'll private everything. I'll just piss off for the month, right? I've got until the 23rd. I've got until the 23rd. If I keep stum until the 23rd, I've got a chance at that paper, bro. I've got a chance of collecting the paper. But I think they're going to use anything they can but they want me to earn, and then at the end of the month, about the 20th, the 22nd, 21st, you know, bang, they'll hit you with something. You know, take your thing down for a month. Well, you lose your money. AdSense don't pay you. They keep the money. All right? It really, you know, you got no idea, man. It's just a horrible way of the situation. That's how they got it. But they're after paper. That's why they're $1 billion company, bro. You know, that's why they earn the big money. You know, if they can do that to, I don't know how many other streamers or how many other whatever channels or whatever, you know, like they take all of your, they just take your revenue, whatever you've got in AdSense. So no, man, I end up losing my people's money. You know, I lost Zeddy's money, all fucking Zeddy's tips that he gave me. You know, all of his things that he did in there to support the Lord Dobby. Yeah, the machine got it all, man. You know, Zeddy knows, man. We're both upset about it. But freaking, you know, that's just not fair, dude. It's just not. You know, I've got to get over $100 to even get paid out. It's got to get over to $100. Are you shitting me? So, you know, that's in a month, right? So, you know, $25 a week, whatever it is, right? Like it's, you know, you're struggling, bro. It's not a big thing, right? So even, you know, the only way they earn money here, mate, is they do reaction videos up on a reaction video on a reaction video, and then that guy gets 100,000 views, and he's got an ads on it, and he's making a video or something like that every day. You know, I sat down the other day, right? I watched a reaction video on a reaction video. I swear to God. You've got the original video, which I've already seen, right? There's a guy there that was doing the reaction, and then there's a guy there that's actually the guy, the channel that you're watching at the moment. And he's doing a reaction of the video. That is how ridiculous it is. But he's got 100,000 views. And I looked at it and thought, a reaction of a video. Fucking, that's original content there, bro. That's original shit right there. That is the minimum thing. And then just move on to the next video. Just move on to the next video and do exactly the same thing. And then by the end of it, you've got 2 million views or whatever on your shit, right? So that's how you get it, because it's the majority you're pumping, right? No, man, I got this guy who left threats in my chat. He left threats on the video. Wants to take credit, says that he closed me down. I got a victory over Lord Dobby, rah, rah. I got him to leave. Really. I was going to have a night off, that is the truth. Yeah, I wasn't going to do anything. I was going to just sit here and watch videos and go to bed. I've been stressed today, man. I've been stressed today, okay? I was pushed a little bit, a little bit on the hay string, where I'm actually a real mellow guy. I'm a real mellow guy, and I've got phone calls coming out of everywhere, man. It's just one of those days. It's not good for a mellow, right? So, yeah, the guy put a couple of threats in there. So, hey, here I am. You want to threaten me, you want to threaten my channel, you think you got power. He thinks he's got power here to close me down. Close my channel down. Really? Really? Okay. Here we are. Where are you? Goat herder. Have you come back in here yet, goat herder? Where are you? My favourite little muzzy. Where's my favourite little muzzy? He hasn't turned up yet? He only left a comment like 15 minutes ago on my channel. So I thought I'd catch him. My favourite little one. Where are you, goat herder? My favourite little muzzy. Where are you? Huh? Did you watch the TikTok this morning, boys? Mate, they are so weak on there. They actually record you 10 seconds out of your whatever, and then they go and file that. They go and file that report. They actually video me. Trying to get the channel taken down. That's how weak they are. These goat herders are weak, mate. They all of them are. Oh, hey, I wonder if we get the old and boom, straight on Lebanon, mate. I wonder what they'll talk about then. I wonder what they'll talk about then, mate, when fucking the Zionist goes after Lebanon. I wonder what they'll talk about, bro. Do you think they'll be busy in their battles? Because we both know they're not going to say anything. They're not going to say anything. They're just going to continue doing their battling. That's it. Yeah, me too, Dwayne. Yeah, I'm not, but I was pretty disgusted in it. I watched a reaction of a video. Like, that is insane. A guy is sitting there watching someone else's reaction video and then commenting on that. Like, and I'm just dumbfounded. 100,000 views. Like, people must be really slow in the head. Like, really slow, just the entertainment's 8 seconds or something, they say. The attention span of a normal person, 8 seconds. And then they flick over. Right? But to me, I couldn't do it, bro. I was just looking at it thinking, man, how, right? And all the videos are the same, and they've all got the same amount of views and the same amount of subs, and they all collect to them. They all you got, I don't know, many thousands of subscribers, followers, whatever you want to call them, when they push the button, right? We're lucky to get 5. We're lucky to get 5 extra people, bro, the whole night. Like, my channel does not grow at all. Like, shit. I look at it and I think, man, has anybody like really cracked into this or what, man? Like, since we started doing this stuff, right? It hasn't really shot up or anything, man.
Like, we can't even get past the 4,000 range, bro. We can't even get. I've got more. Actually, I think I got about the same on TikTok, mate. And I can't even go on live on TikTok. And I've got the same. I've got more followers on TikTok, I think, mate. To be honest, I think I do. I think I've got more followers on TikTok. Yeah. Hey, hey, life, you just settle down there, son. Just fucking settle right down, mate, okay? You just settled right down there, mate. That's why I can't be bothered, mate. I can't be bothered, mate. I'm too tired. And I've been walking around and walking around and walking around. I do a lot of walking around, mate, okay? There's a lot of walking, life. There's a lot of walking, mate. I get a bit tired, okay? I get a little bit tired, a little bit annoyed, a little bit depressed. You know, I'm a real bitch boy, mate. But the goat herder wanted to open his mouth, and he actually thinks he's got power in the Lord Dobby's channel, mate. He actually took credit, you know, I've made you run away. Really? Fuck it, mate, I'll be on in there in 10 minutes. I'll be straight on, mate. I'll be straight on, okay, fucking goat herder. And you know all those videos that I privated because I just wanted to have a month break? Yeah, mate, I've undone all them. I've undone your favourite video, your favourite question, you know. I've undone it for you, mate. So you can show all your friends, you know. You need to show all your friends, mate, and get them to see if they can answer. You know, would you marry a 6-year-old and consummate at 9 years old? And would you follow anybody that actually, you know, agrees to that? You know, would you submit to somebody that is telling you what you should do in life if that's what they're doing and that's acceptable to you? You see, we live in 2025 and that here now is called a chomo. We call it a chomo. You can call it anything you want, but we call it a chomo. That's what we call it. Okay? So if you've got any logical reason why you would actually do that and how you would find that acceptable, then I'm happy to hear you. I really am. Anybody tell me why that would be acceptable. And I don't want to hear your stories, you know, back then they grew up a lot quicker. They were a lot quicker back then. That's what these goat herders think. Okay, they live such a great life back in whenever that they grow up quicker then than they do now. With all our food and technology and medicine, yeah, they grow up quicker back then. You know? That's their logic. So no, mate, you know, unfortunately, goat herder, you know, on Tiki-Toki, mate, we can look up that. We can look up that particular subject. Okay? Why don't you go over to Tiki, where you came from, and put that search in the actual, and see what videos come up. See what videos come up, mate. See if you found them as entertaining as I did. See if you can do that. You know, goat herder, let me tell you something, mate. I can't share those on YouTube. I can't share those here. I can't even make a reaction video to that for my channel. Okay? So I don't know how that's acceptable to you. You know, I watched a tiny child being basically dragged to this altar by this old man and forced, with a pen in her hand, forced, shaking and crying. The kid couldn't even hold the pen. And what do you want from me? What do you want? No, thanks, mate. No. So no, mate. So no. Nothing, mate. It's in all the regions. You guys are just ignorant and informed on these subjects. Great. Mate, they all get the same treatment, goat. I don't care what thing, whatever. They all get the same in my eyes. I'm not picking out anybody. All I did is ask a question. That's it. But they all get the same treatment in my eyes.
They're all chomo, goat. No one is exempt. It doesn't matter what you do and don't follow or whatever. You get the same result, goat. The same. Yeah? You know the difference is, though? It ain't on TikTok. It's not there. Go and show me where, what you're saying is doing what you're saying. Go and show me. Because I can show you plenty of the other. And it's happening now. 2025. That's the thing with the social media, mate. You got it there, you're putting it in, and there you go, there's your search. So no, I just asked a simple question. I've got three females, mate. I'm just not how you could accept that, and how that parent drags that kid to the thing, and then you got that ugly old man, 60 odd years old, and it's disgusting. It is disgusting. Why would you? The kid was nearly collapsing, mate. They had to hold her hand and force it with the pen to sign. So no. And there's other videos there, mate, of them dying on their wedding night. Dying on their wedding night from internal, because this man, as you call them, wants to consummate. Nah, it's disgusting. I don't care. Wherever we find them go, they're all going to get the same, mate. They're all chomo. They're all chomo, mate. Don't matter what, mate. I'll be there for you. I'll be there for you, bro. I'll be standing right beside you. All of them are chomo. I don't care where they come from or whatever, mate. But that particular bloke, he's the one that brought that, put it into what he wanted, right? I hear about the priest doing weird stuff to boys in his church. Yeah, I agree. Hang them all. Hang them. Goat. I got no compunction, mate. Wherever we find it, it gets the same. I don't know about I don't know. I don't go to your stuff, man. Okay, I don't know. I don't want to know. I don't know. But right now we are phase 2 to 3 here. Phase 2 to 3, all friendly. Everybody loves each other. I'll bet she can't go to the mosque over in Yemen, Afghanistan, Somali. I bet you she can't do that. I bet you she's got to be completely fucking covered. Otherwise, what'll happen? We know what will happen. Okay? Over here, phase 2, phase 3. Everyone's protection mode. Everyone's nice. Everyone's the same, right? Phase 2, phase 3. It's different here. They have they're not in phase 5. They're not in phase 6 and up to phase 8. That's going to take them another generation here. Another generation, but they can't marry 5. Over there, they can marry 4, 5, 6. They can have up to 30 kids, mate. Over in London, there's one guy that did a program on, right? He's got 5 wives, bro. He's got 5 wives, man. He spends a different night with a different one and goes to the next one the next night. He's got up to 6 children with each one. It's a fucking guy's pumping it, bro. He's absolutely smashing them out. But, mate, they're all on the welfare. All of them are. The whole lot of them. The whole thing's, he's not paying for nothing, right? So they've all got their houses set up. They've all got their shit paid for by the gov. And they're all set up, and he visits one thing every night. So, mate, they did a big program on him, man. Don't tell me you didn't see it, man. It was hilarious to me. No, man, no. They should all go. There is no distinction, bro. Especially what you were talking about in regards to the church. Oh, even double so, goat. Oh, even double so, goat. All of those were protected. That's why I don't trust the church, bro. I don't go to the fucking church, mate. I don't trust them. I don't. I've told you that things with idols and things with statues. I don't. There's no chance you're getting me in the building. You know, you've got painted windows and stuff like that. I'm not going in. I'll speak to my Lord, mate, at where I am right now. I'll speak to him in bed. I'll speak to him as I'm walking along the street. I don't need to go to a building that, that's the only way I'm going to talk to God, right? Yeah, that's not how God works. It's not how the Lord works, bro. So no, I'm agreement with you. 100%. Wherever we find it, that's where it needs to, right? But I just asked that simple question, mate. That's all. I just asked that simple question. And I knew that it would be like opening up the Pandora's box, you see, because I'm allowed to question. I'm allowed. They're not. They're not allowed to question. They have to just submit. That's it, and obey. They're not allowed to question and ask. And it just doesn't seem logical to me when I ask one of them that question, every single one of them, they arc up. They go for the sword. They go for the sword, brother, every time. And they want to ikte, mate. How dare you ask? How dare you bring it to the thoughts, right? Because there's just no logical thing. Why is it in your, look, I don't even want to get into it. Why is it in there? Why is it in there? Why is it acceptable that it's in that just great thing? It does my head in. I don't know. It does my head in. And you've got these really old men, dude. Oh, these poor kids, man. Like, they are some old men. And then you find out that they bought the kid. The parent had debt or whatever. Or they sold it because they couldn't afford to raise it. They sold it off. And it just makes your heart break. But anywhere you find it, bro, it's the same thing for me. They're chomo. Once they're chomo, mate, that's it. They get the same. Enough of this pandering, mate. No more pandering in the jails. No more feeding them. There'd be nothing like that, mate. It'd be on TV after the news. It'd be full screen. Mate, they'd be dancing in the air. Oh, mate, I'd be sitting there with me popcorn and a cup of tea every night. Oh, you don't need to feed them. You don't need to house them. No, we need to deal with them. Why would we want to feed them for? They might get out. They might get out. they might action them. Not allowed to bring them up. But these are high up in the government, police reports. And they've withheld it. So no, a chomo's a chomo, a chomo. I mean, was even today, the age of consent is 12. Are you serious, mate? 12? Well, that's disgusting. It's just simply disgusting, goat. It can't be 12. It can't be. Oh, I'm going to have to look that up to verify it, man. Like, seriously, there's no, we've got to be strong. My stream is getting watched and reported. I've got restrictions and age restrictions on this and freaking yellow on everything. So we just got to be cool, guys, if we can, and just try and get through a green stream, please. Look, I got dragged back. We've got comments on my. That's why I'm back, Zeddy. I was going to give it a month off, man, because I think they're going to kibosh it again, and they want work for the month, and then they'll kibosh me then and keep both loads of money. They're withholding my money. They're not paying me. Okay, I put the picture on my thing there, right? Yeah, well, that's facts, man. There it is. There's the dates, rah. They're holding my money for an extra freaking month. Why? What? You know what I mean? So I think there's something going on, Zed. I think there's little plans being afoot, mate. And I think maybe at the end of this month they'll give me a kibosh for a month, and then they'll be able to swallow my money again. They'll be able to just swallow 2 months worth of work. It's not a lot of money, Far out, dude. It's better than nothing, right? It's better.
Nothing, man. You know, it's better than nothing. Um, Good. Thank you, Goat. Thank you, Ghost. Sorry, my eyes.
Ghost. Oh, mate, the 420, brother. What do you want me to say? Fucking, I've been calling you fucking Goat, mate, all this time. Your fucking name's Ghost. Fucking, I gotta fucking like fucking. Gotta fucking. Fucking hell, bro. Oh man.
Yeah, well, I've been waiting for him to come in. I've been waiting for the goat herder to come in. You know, you ran your mouth in my comment section. You want to threaten the Lord Dobby. You want to tell me you're going to do this, that, and the other, and you've got power here, are you? Well, here I am, mate. You ain't got shit. All those videos, mate, are back up. They're all back up. Okay? I don't care you took them down. I don't care you complain and write your reports and have them and have my monetization and complaining about it because you are a bitch boy. And that's what bitch boys do. They hide behind a computer writing reports. I bet you're from TikTok. I bet you Raj is from TikTok. He's from TikTok. He's an import, mate. We've imported him over from fucking TikTok, mate. It's worse enough they're an import. We've now imported them into the channel. Hey, man, I've been going through hard times and your videos make me laugh and gets me through my days. Mate, that's fucking kind of you, mate.
We're going to pin that one, boys. We're going to pin that one before he deletes it. He can't delete it now, boys. It's up on the pin, mate. Just in case you had plans, okay? Yeah, no. We've got that sucker pinned up in the sections, mate, now. You're gone, mate.
Yeah, fucking thanks, man. Thanks, man. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, me too. Yeah. We all go through it, man. We're men. We're men. That's what they do to us. They put us through the ringer. All of your life you'll find the same. Well, that's what I've found. Except they're willing to take everything from you. Always remember that. Whoever you've got close to you, friend, girlfriend, wife, they are going to take whatever they can from you. I've never had any different. I can't have them over here because shit goes missing. Shit goes missing out of your thing, man. You can walk in there and tell that someone's moved shit around. And it's like, get the fuck out, right? These bitches would be coming over, bro, while I go in and wash my hands and shit. They're looking through my shit. And I can tell it because my undies got moved. My undies got moved, mate. My undies are very important, mate. I got them specially folded on the counter right there. I've got them specially folded in the drawer. If you move them, of course I'm going to notice that they've been moved because they're nicely stacked and folded because that's the Lord's fucking undies. Okay? So if you go moving them over to the other side of the drawer, I tend to notice these things. It's like, get the hell out, bro. Get the hell out. Oh, God. Um, 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 I'm too far from Springvale, man. I'm fucking miles away. Springvale's like fucking an hour and a half on the train. An hour or some shit. Otherwise, I'd come down and you can buy me fucking McDonald's. Don't worry about fucking him, Ghost. I'll take the McDonald's or the fucking, what was it, KFC? Oh, fuck him. He ain't getting no fried fucking chicken, mate. Lord Dobby's going to fucking lob up, mate, and eat all that fucking chicken, mate. I'll be sitting there eating fucking chicken and the cunt will rob up and I've got me fucking chicken bone, mate, fucking standing there waiting for him. Okay? Him and his 5 friends that he'll arrive in the car with. They never come on their own. Never. You'll get 4 or 5 handed and they'll be armed. You can bet they'll be armed. Okay? So just stick them on camera. You know, let them run their mouth. Put them on camera. They've got a weapon on them. That's it. You'll do 2 years. It's real simple. You know, it's armed assault. That's what it's called in Australia, Raj. In case you don't know the law here. Oh, yeah, buddy, it's called armed assault. And if you take it out and you actually threaten me with it and I get you on camera, yeah, that's fucking even worse. You'll do 5 years, or hopefully you will. But probably not because you're an import. And we don't want to bring the government statistics down because all of you are just wonderful, wonderful people. So the government won't, you'd probably actually get away with it. You'd probably actually get away with it because I'm a white bloke. You'd probably actually get away with it. You really would. You would just scream racism. It's racism, racism, whatever bullshit you come up with. It'd be a good defence. I'm giving him ideas, mate. I'm just chucking a few ideas out there, mate. That's all. Just chucking it. It ain't even going to be him. Yeah, it'll be a third-party phone call. You know, he's offended me. Go down to here, whatever. That's what it'll be. You'll have some fucking monkey jumping out of a car that doesn't even know whatever it is. He's just been told that that guy's offended. You know, you've offended my rah rah rah. You know, incredible, bro, incredible. I want to ask him about the story where Muhammad took his friend out to the desert and he put a circle around his friend, and then he went out just in eye view of his friend in the thing there, and all of these I got to write the name down of this particular thing, and it describes the men, okay, and they all came and rode Muhammad all night. That's what it says. They rode him all night. Okay, and they were known for their phalluses that don't go down. They were known for their virilism. A particular clan a tribe that lived in the desert. And mate, that's in their book, mate. It's in their fucking book, right? So that's a fascinating story. Oh, that's a fascinating story, that is. Let's have a little chat about that one, Raj. Now, what happened there, mate? Yeah, it seems a little bit of, he was rode all night. And in the morning, mate, he came back to his friend in the circle and collapsed. And he fell asleep in the gentleman's lap. He was that exhausted. He was, Raj. You know? I wonder maybe he was just dancing, mate. Maybe he's just out there dancing, bro. That's it. He was just dancing. Ballroom dancing, mate. That's what he was. Yeah, he was just ballroom dancing, mate, out in the middle of the desert. Da, 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 da. He's not gonna. Excellency, meet me up at. Oh, Ghost, they're not even worth your fucking time, mate. Excellency, what is this about? What is all this fucking shit in my chat? I appreciate you too, Zeddy. I appreciate you too, man. Sorry, I just sent you a message, man. I appreciate you too, man. My name used to be now and go. Okay. Okay. Well, I wasn't all wrong, man, eh? It was named Goat, and then you changed it to Ghost. I'm catching up with you, dude. I'm catching up. I'm catching up with you, man. Same message, watching Collingwood. Collingwood versus Carlton, Ghost. Third quarter, Collingwood is winning. I don't have the telly on, mate. I don't follow anything. They wash themselves 5 times a day. I would use your two brain. I thought you blocked me. No, I don't block anybody. Well, otherwise, the chat would be dead. What's the point in that? There's no point in blocking people. I lose subscribers. I lose followers. You don't have freedom to talk. I don't care you argue. It's nothing to do with me. But I'm not going to be in there monitoring you and, grammar policing your conversation. You're fucking grown men. This is not TikTok. Okay? It's not TikTok, man. This is YouTube. So no, and that's why I don't have moderators. I don't have moderators because you guys should be free, there shouldn't be in there someone moderating what you talk about or whatever, man. I mean, I went into Tim Star's live and I just sat there and I thought the cunt was funny, right? So I put a couple of emojis in there, just 3 of them, man. And I'm blocked. I get blocked just for leaving 3 emojis in his chat. So no, man, no. Okay, yeah, I don't put up with it. I'm not the e-commissioner. I'm not the internet commissioner, mate, of comments. You know what I mean? I'm not the e-commissioner, man. I'm not the. I don't care, mate. But yeah, don't be meeting up with anybody. Nobody's worth bluing on. It is not worth meeting or whatever. Like none of that shit. None of it. None of it. None of it's worth it in your life, boys. It's not worth copping charges for bullshit. It's just not. Okay? It's not worth it. It's not worth going through. It's not worth the police interview. It's not worth the police's time. And, if you're the one that actually got in the car and goes down there, you're going to be in more trouble than the person that's there because that shows intent. So it's a lot worse for you. So don't be meeting up with it, whatever is going on. Just fucking, mate, have a piece of fucking chicken and that's it, bro. Have a nice piece of freaking chicken, mate. You know? I have an actual picture of myself as my profile picture. I am wearing okay. Well, let's have a great big wank job. Let's have a big wank job, mate, over the fucking bike or whatever the fuck it is, mate. What do I care about your stupid ass bike and your helmet and this fucking... I don't give a flying rat's ass about that shit. What do I care? I'm a broke ass. I'm a broke ass on Centrelink. What the hell would I care about your bike? I would piss all over your bike. I don't give a shit about your bike or your helmet or your thing or whatever it is, mate. I don't care at all. None. I don't care about your bike or your fucking bullshit, dude. I don't care what money you got. It don't mean nothing to me. It doesn't get me a super chat. It doesn't get me $5 in me PayPal. So why would I care what fucking helmet you got, mate? Oh, fuck, mate. I always give it to Goat, man. Oh, fucking Goat fucking can't say a fucking word without me fucking... Like fucking poor Ghost, man. Whatever the fuck your name is you want to decide today. Fuck out. I've got to keep up with this shit. Far out. Yeah, strike one, Bernie. You want to go for another one? You sound like a real bitch. Anyone called fucking Bernie, mate, needs to just be quiet. Don't mention it. Don't bring your name up in the chat, mate. Okay? Because Bernie ends up being a little bitch. Okay? That's what Bernie ends up being, mate. Yeah, I just call you Ghost. I call you Ghost. I call you Goat. What the fuck? I don't. We're not personal over here. Oh, mate, we're not personal over here. You're not calling me fucking Chad. You can call me Lord Dobby, mate. How's that for you? Cop a fucking dose of that, mate. I don't care fucking... I don't care your fucking name. Nobody fucking cares. Nobody cares. You're a man. I'm a man. Nobody cares. Only a woman would care. Only a woman would care, mate. I don't care. I call you all kinds of names. Whatever comes to me head. whatever comes to me thing, okay? Yeah, mate, I don't care, mate. Yeah, it don't matter to me, man. You can sit there fucking yamming and, bragging to me about money. Yeah, wrong move. Wrong move, mate. Yeah, fuck you. I don't fucking owe you shit. I don't owe you nothing, man. Fucking Jack. All right, man. Go get me a piece of chicken. Go get me a fucking piece of chicken, mate. Go get me a piece of chicken. Oh, God. No, we'll move on from Ghost. He's thinking I don't want him thinking I'm picking on him, man. I'm just having fun. Sorry, Ghost, man. No, that's strike two, mate. You can get the fuck out, mate. I'll tell you what we're going to do, mate. I'm going to slip my Zub fucking car. Boom, mate. You're out of the channel, bro. I own your name. Just so you've been warned, viewer, if I ban you in my chat, I own your name. You won't be able to use that name in any other chat. I own your name. You're in my jail. So that's it for you. You're done. You need a new name, Bernie. You won't be able to come back in here with that name. Yeah, it's not fun, is it, eh? Boom, 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 all the way up, bro. All the way up. Yeah, cop a load full of that gobby, mate. Gobby all over that. Yeah, I'm afraid of doing any characters there. Just afraid. That's all. My ex uses all those things, mate, in family court. She uses all of it, whatever she can. And maybe not so much this time around because the trolls aren't helping her. They're not making videos and then sending them to her because she was using all of that in court. So I'm hoping that they don't do that. But if I bring out the mask and start rah rah, they say that that's how you are all the time. You get the same fairy tale, and I'm going to have enough problems already in October. I'm going to have enough things that she's going to come up with that are vicious, litigant things that they do. And I've already been warned, because she called me. So she's got a list of things that she wants me to do. Forget about the court order. Yeah, we don't want to worry about that. But I've got this for you to do. So it's like dot, 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 dot. And I said to her, I'm not doing any of that. You don't even obey the court order. Okay? You don't do any of it. And you want me to do more than what's on the order. And then you might be happy. I like those words. I might agree to the order. I might do the order. I love that clause. Don't you like that little clause they slip in there, boys? I might do the order. Like, they're not going to do anything. Nothing at all. I sat there, I told her, I watched you in mediation, tell my lawyer to remove reinstating father's time. Reinstating father's time. You had that removed. So you have no intentions of letting me see my child at all, ever. None. And that's the realization of it, really. Yeah, I rip on everybody. I fucking rip on everybody. The more I recognise you, the more I rip on you. Fuck you, why not? Why not? You don't pay me shit, dude. What the fuck are you bitching about? You don't pay me a fucking dime. Okay? You don't watch an ad. You watched an ad lately? Well, what the fuck you think I owe you, do you? I don't owe you anything. You're watching me, mate. I'm not watching you. You're watching me on my dime. On my dime. Not on your dime. I pay for the internet here. You don't even buy chocolate milk. You want to sit there having a what? You want to complain?
No, he doesn't have to go anywhere.
No, he doesn't have to go anywhere. I like Adam. Adam's been with me a long time. Just so you understand that. Adam has been with me a long time. Years. I'm not wrong, am I, Adam? I'm not wrong. You've been with me a long time, mate, ever since the garage.
I remember, Adam. I remember, okay? Yeah. You have a bit of a jib at each other. I call it having a jib. Sorry, Adam. I didn't mean to, jib too much, okay?
I didn't mean to jib you too much. I'm just fucking, I'm an idiot, mate, on the internet. But I do recognise who you are, Goat. I do know who you are. So, just so you understand that. Yeah, I don't forget. Yeah, exactly, School Dave. Yeah, I know, you're the same. You've been with me for years and years and years and years and years. And the same as Goat. Goat was back in the garage days, man. He was watching me do the painting. He was watching me do the casting. He's been with me for a long time. Long time. So I'm glad that he's prospered in the time that he's known me. Obviously, he's single because he's got a $12,000 bike and he's got a $1,000 jacket and he's got a $14,000 fucking helmet, So he's prospered. He's done pretty good for himself. The old Dobby streams aren't that bad. You know what I mean? Like, the cunt's fucking on here bragging, right? Yeah, well, he's been with me for years. Yeah, I take the fucking credit in that. Oh, I take the credit in that, Goat. It's too fucking late, mate. I'm the one that got you that jacket and that fucking bike, 14,000. I'm the one that did that. Me. Oh, jeez, mate. I bet you're single. I bet you're fucking single, Goat. I bet you're single, bro. You're not married, man. I know that much. Yeah, you would have learnt too much through me, man. You would have learnt too much. So anyway, has that Indian bloke come in yet, man? Is that Rajneesh bloke arrived yet? Right, because he's in there threatening me in my comment section, boys. I'm going to close your channel. I'm going to close it down. Right? I'm taking credit for you closing your channel. He thinks I closed my channel because of him. I'm fucking scratching my head, mate. Really? Oh, these goat herders, mate. They actually think they've got power. Like I'm blown away. Okay then, so back online. And all the videos unprivated. They're all public. There you go. It's fucking, there you go. Have a gut full of that. Tell me how much power you got on my channel. Tell me how much power you got in my life, right? So that's what I thought I'd come on and wait. Come on and wait. You got a big mouthful in the comment section. So here we are. Um,
Okay, hope you have a good night, mate. Love and peace, bro. You too, Ghost. You too, Ghost.
good night. And I hope you got someone in your life that loves you, mate. I hope you got someone in your life that loves you. I hope you haven't got fake things in your life, fake words and a fake woman in your life. I hope you don't have that. I hope you got someone that's actually real, you know? I do hope that for you, gentlemen. I know I razz a bit. But I've been married twice. I've been lucky to be a father 3 times. And there's a lot of grown men out there that will never experience that. I've met a lot of them. For some reason, they always go back to their country and marry their cousin, which I find just fascinating. You marry your cousin, and then you bring her over here. Yep. Is that against the law? Is that against the law? He said, it is if we marry here. We're not allowed to marry here. But if we marry over there, then yeah, that's my wife. So they can't deny her because it's my wife. And I just looked at the guy. He doesn't twig. There's no fucking connection in it at all, bro. I wonder why it's illegal here and it's okay over there. You know what I mean? Like, they don't even twig, mate. They don't even twig to it. But they promise themselves to marry their cousin. They all marry their cousins, mate. It's their first cousin. And I don't know, man. It just seemed really weird to me. I said, asked me, that doesn't sound legal, man. I said, can you do that over here? No, can't do that over here. Have to go to my country. Have to go to my country, do it there, and then come back.
Da, 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 da.
Well, then if he was here before, pretty sure he was here before. Well, pretty here earlier. Well, man, I won't be sitting on for hours and hours and hours. There's no real point to it, rah rah. But hey, I come on to show the boys, man. Hey, you don't back down from these goat herders, bro. Okay, they want to threaten you, rah rah. Okay, then bitch boy, bring it on, bring it on. Okay, bring your friends with you. Make sure you come fully armed up. Okay, make sure you're yelling, screaming at me with the things in the air. Oh, mate, it's going to be glorious. Yeah,
I'll probably end up on the street, mate, completely bashed over, right? Yeah. All because you dare ask a question or you don't agree with whatever they're going on about, mate. Thank you, Guzman. Appreciate you, man. The goat herder, mate. That's what I call him. I can't. Yeah, what do you want me to say?
If you see the picture of him, he's a curry muncher. What do you want me to say? He's a fucking curry muncher goat herder. What do you want? You know what I mean? So anyway, you want to threaten me? Yeah, I'm the wrong bloke. Just the wrong bloke, right? Social media fucking champion over here. So instead, he's been filing reports. Apparently, filing reports on my channel. Doesn't like this, doesn't like that. So they've taken my green off me, mate. The green on the dollar thing, the green thing, it's all yellow. So you don't get anything for your channel. Your channel does not produce any funds at all. It's all yellow. So the company gets paid and you don't. Basically, the company, if there's an ad playing or whatever, You know, yeah, most of the time it's not. You know, I don't actually get an earn out of it, even if you do watch it, rah rah, which I would appreciate if you did. But yeah, this company's got it worked out, and it's not just me. They do it to all the freaking videos that are going to get big views, right? They want those views for free. You know, when the first one that comes out like a $100,000 video, 100,000 view video, yeah, that hasn't been that is still in review 2 days later. There's no ads on it. There's not an ad playing on it. So that means they just hold it for review, hold it for review. You get your max views, and then it dies off, and then they give you your monetization. They put it on green. You know, they get the majority views. They want you. They want the company gets paid because people sit there watching their stuff. You know, they're watching their videos. They're watching me. The company's happy because you're spending all of your time on YouTube, and that's what they monetize. That's what they can say to the companies and say, look, we've got this amount of people watching, rah rah. So they pull in the ad revenue through that. Okay.
It's pretty sad, all of them are really, man. Anyway, I just come on to show my face, and let them see if they wanted to have a word. Let them go and complain on my videos instead, mate. I'm just having a quiet night. I ain't doing shit, boys. Um, I've got a, I've got this one for dinner. Oriental noodles, mate. I've never had one before. Oriental noodles, mate. So I'm gonna have that. And yeah, that's my fucking. That's it for that. Oh fuck. Well, it's better than nothing, mate. It's better than nothing, Dave. I've never had one, mate. To be honest, like ever in my entire life, I've never had one of these. Well, I got it for $1.50. The lady said it was really cheap. I don't know. I got to ask her, is that a good price? Like I've never, She said, yeah, it's half price. I said, I'm thinking to myself, that costs $3 normally. Just a bit of noodles with some flavouring in it. Costs $3. Never even heard of it, mate. Never. I think in China they use a lot of them in China, and I never ate any. I never had any of those things you buy at the supermarket and they put the water in them. Um, Thank you, Ghost. Thank you, Zenny. I gave myself a haircut, mate. Saved myself $60. I'm happy with myself, man. I don't have to go to the barber. I am so sick of it spending 60. The last time was $65. I paid for someone just to shave my head, and they just shaved it. They just went through one, and it looked shit. Like you could dead set tell the guys just fucking shaved half my head off and charged me $65. Took him less than I'd say 6 minutes, 7 minutes, and it's cost me $65. Like I'm disgusted in the whole thing, mate. And then I looked at the bloke, and he's a freaking 21-year-old little fucking goat herder. Then that's how they've been trained. That's how they've been trained. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. The next time I went there, right, because we're walking in the mall there, I'm watching, right? I'm looking in the window and I'm watching the same kid use scissors to cut one of his own countrymen's hair. He's not using the shaver. He's using scissors and cutting. And then I look at the other goat herder, and he's got a fat Sheila with a mother and kids. And what do you think? The kids are getting used. The shaver. The shaver. Just bzzz, $65. Thanks. Out you go. So no, I was disgusted in it, mate. There's no. It's pretty expensive to have a haircut these days. Just to have a haircut. So I saved 65, man.
I don't know where the Vietnamese are. I don't live in the Vietnamese. They're all Muslim. They're all Muslim. The whole thing's Muslim. The Vietnamese own the restaurant. That's the only ones I know. I'm not near Springvale or Clayton, man. I used to live in Clayton there for a while, remember? That was great, man. I love living in Clayton, man. Yeah, I like that. There was nice places to eat. Heaps of nice places to eat down there. I really liked Clayton. I had a really big room and shit. Then they moved and I got a really small room. It was horrible. It was horrible the next place I moved to. The other place was much better. I had a really big room. $180 a week just for the room. They're all shut up now, man. $250 a room, $200, $250 a room, just to rent a room now. Oh shit, that's cheap, man. Wow. I don't know, anywhere for $25. I'd like to get some gold through the hair. I would like that. Maybe cut it down a little bit at the top. I only gave it a bit of a trim, just with the just the tops, man. Just the very tops. That's it. Just fucking shave them down a bit. I just want it to be comfortable. I've got no chance of pulling Sheilas or anything like that, mate, and I don't have the energy for it. I don't have it. I don't have the energy for them anymore. I really don't. I just don't have the energy for women or for what they, what their desires and what they want. And I've spent half my life trying to keep women happy. I really have. I've tried to do whatever I have to do to keep the person happy, and there's just not enough that you can do. And the more you do, the more they resent it. They seem to resent it, like absolutely just resent everything that you do, but they want it done. Like, it's so weird. But that's their power, eh? And that power is only applying to you boys, whatever. Only you do, okay? I can promise you the next guy is going to get that for free. He is not going to have to go through all of the stuff that you have to go through. And that's why it's all just a big bullshit game. It's just fake. And the minute that you call them out, you get the same reaction that I did. They go into the bedroom and slam the door. Okay, because they can't come up to you and actually show you love because they don't have any. They've never had any love, ever. Okay, they've never even come near you. They don't talk to you. They don't even speak your language. So I honestly really hoped the mind would say, "Oh, don't be silly. I love you. You're being silly. Rah, and give me a hug." That's all it would have taken, right? But no. No, straight into the bedroom, slam the door, straight on the phone to the friend, talking to the friend, talk, and then they get planned together. The two of them get together and plan to get rid of you. Okay? That's how it works out. And they sit there planning how to get rid of you. And then the next day, they get rid of you. Okay? They wake up in the morning and go, "I want you to leave the house. I want you to pack your bag and go in your car, go and stay in your car." That's what I was told. Okay, and I said, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. Why would I go anywhere for? What for? So then you get the I'm afraid at night time. You get that routine. I'm so afraid at night time. As soon as the sun goes down, I'm suddenly afraid of you. Like, you're with the person all day, you know what I mean? They ignore you, but they're in the same house. And then suddenly, as soon as the sun goes down, you need the back door locked, and you need me out of the house with the back door locked. And that's what, 7:30, 8 o'clock at night? And this is how a woman will treat you. Without any hesitation, she will treat you that way. And every single night, she would tell me I have to leave the house because she's in fear that I'm going to come into her bedroom and whatever. Like, are you shitting me? Like, but that's how they'll talk to you. That's how they'll treat you. That's how they'll lower you down. That's how they'll make you, and in their fantasy mind, in their fantasy fucking mind, it's true to them, that they suddenly, and then at 8 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, they're suddenly safe and they can undo the back door, and then you can go to the toilet. You can go to the toilet now. You can make a cup of tea now. Just don't come near me. I'm in the bedroom with the door closed, and I'm living in fear apparently. It's just bullshit. There was no fear at all. The whole thing's just a game, just a word game. The copper told me when they came out there, the copper told me she's building a case against you. The more times that she can get us to come out here with a complaint against you, we will arrive out here one day and we'll just remove you because, she's living in such fear, you know. And the copper seen me in the garage, he seen where I was living and stuff, he's just shaking his head. He said to me, mate, she's building a case against you, and yeah, a couple more visits, and they'll give her whatever the paperwork she needs for you to be removed. He said, I've seen it happen before. He said, I've seen the same thing happen before. So I was kind of like pre-warned, mate. Pre-warned. And then my poor little daughter comes in on the morning, mate. She comes in there just like normal, and she says, Daddy, Mummy said you're going to go today. You're going to go today. She said, I don't want you to go. And I didn't understand what she meant, man. I swear to God. I really didn't. And I think maybe 10 minutes later, I get the knock on the door of the garage, and I'm told to leave the property, mate. But my poor little daughter knew before I did, mate. She knew. So that person sat in there telling her daughter, my daughter, our daughter, what's going to happen. Okay, before it happened. And there is no repercussions for that. She's, if you did that, they would take your child from you because, that's got nothing to do with the child, so to speak. If you did anything like that as a man, you would lose any custody you had. You would lose it, okay, because you're a man. How dare you? But the female's allowed to do that because that's pretty nasty in my book. I'm sorry, that is. That's pretty nasty, man. My little one was, 6? Something like that, boys. 6, yeah, something like that. 5.5, 6 years old. And she came in every morning with her iPad on, mate, with her jammies. And she'd jump into bed with Dad, and we'd sit there, and she's watching her iPad, and I just stare at her because she's beautiful. She's beautiful, man. I'd have half an hour with her normally. She'd sit there together. And she'd stay out there, mate, until her mum called her in to get dressed. But she stayed with Dad. She was with Dad a lot, and we all know that. She spent a long time with me in the garage every single day. She was not inside on the bed with her mum. She was outside with Dad. Dad was taking her everywhere, the park, the pool. He was spending all day with her. All day. I'd have to go and ask this person who's laying on a bed, please, can you just take 5 minutes for me to let me go and have a cigarette and sit down? Just 5 minutes. And the person would walk me out of the house because she's in the bed, right? She'd walk me out of the house to the back door, and Echo's already following me into the garage. She has no intentions of anything, right? My poor little girl, mate. I'm so glad I got to spend the time that I did with her. I really am. I'm glad I got to cook for her and, come home from school and you get to take care of her. At least I had that, right? And that whole time I knew, man, the minute that you leave, that's it, buddy. The minute that you leave, that's it. And the person told you numerous occasions, numerous times she told you, well, once you leave, you're not going to see her again. Once you go, that's it. You're not going to see her. So, if this is what you want to deal with in your life, boys, you go right ahead. I don't recommend it, okay? All right, so let's try this. What is this? Fantastic noodle cup. All right. Fantastic noodle cup. It's a lot of noodles. Yeah. I think it needs longer, man. A bit on the chewy side or whatever. I think we'll leave that lid on it for a little while, man.
yeah, I share it with you boys. So, hopefully it doesn't happen to you. But if it does happen to you, it's not a surprise to you. The little red flags they give off, you have to notice these things. Like to me, they were just like fireworks. But I pretended that I didn't notice anything. You got to play the game. You just pretend you don't hear them, okay? But you've marked the card. You know the game they're playing, especially if you're sleeping in a spare room. If you're sleeping in a spare room, it's already over, okay? You are not with any wife or girlfriend. If you're in the spare room, you're nothing more than the person that pays the mortgage, and it's like a housemate that pays all the bills. And then occasionally, once every couple of months, they've got to chuck you a little bit, right? They've got to give you a lick of the naan bread. They love the naan bread fucking licked, right? But it's the actual action. It's quick, quick, hurry, hurry, get away, get away, get away. Don't touch me, don't touch me. That's how they go off, mate. That's how they play you. Okay, and that happens maybe once every 2 months, if you're lucky. Okay, if you're lucky, if you're lucky. Because the less you get it, the more that you're going to be a simp. The more you're going to try and make her happy. You're going to try and do whatever you can to make this person happy because, you love her and that's supposed to be your girl, rah, rah. And you're not sleeping with anybody else. And you'll get to the point in the relationship where you're thinking, well, who is she sleeping with then? She's not sleeping with me, so who is she banging? Like someone's got to be fucking banging it, right? So then when it goes overseas, mate, and never let your girlfriend or wife go overseas on her own, mate. Going and visiting family and all of that kind of thing. Yeah, mate, I don't know, okay? Because I phoned up a few, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 times, and mine's not even home. She's gone away. She's gone away for 4 days. She won't be back for 4 days. Where she go? I don't know. I don't know where she go. She go back. She come back 4 day, 4 day, because her mum's broken English. So I would just look at my daughter for a little while and hang up, and I would phone up the next day because I know it's her mum and I'm cool. Yeah, that's better. Anyway, 4 days pass, and I finally get to look at her forehead because you don't actually see their face. That's another game they play. They do the forehead trick. You're looking at a forehead when you're talking to someone, like dead set. You're looking at that. That's what you're looking at, boys. And someone's talking to you, supposed to be the person you're with, your girlfriend or wife. You don't see the face. I swear, you're looking at the forehead like that the whole time. And I'm like, well, where did you go? Oh, nowhere. She went away for 4 days. Yeah, well, yeah. Well, where did you go? Nowhere. She's back to that again. What did you do? Nothing. Who did you talk to? No one. So where did you go? What did you do? Nothing. So you went away for 4 days with no contact, okay? No contact, right? There's no phone where you are. Can't contact you, right? And you went there for 4 days and you don't want to tell me where you've been. Like, they actually fucking think you're that stupid. Like, seriously. So no. I don't know whether you want to trust that or not, but I never trusted it. I never trusted it, ever. I never trusted it. No fucking way is any girlfriend or wife that I'm fucking with is going to tell me I'm not, give me those answers. And think that it's acceptable, think that it's okay, think that you're such a freaking idiot that you're not going to ask a question, right? You've been in the spare room a few times, have you, Captain? What for? How long? How long, man? I lived in the spare room. Moved in there, I think maybe 2 months after I got the house. Came home from work and I'd been moved into the spare room. Moved in. They moved all of my stuff to the spare room. And when they sat there telling me how comfortable I would be if I slept in the spare room, you'd be more comfortable. Like convincing me And I'm thinking, I'm supposed to be your fucking husband, but it really looks like you want me out of the room. I said that to myself.
This person does not want you in this room at all. So that was the last time I was ever in that room in 8 years. And, you know, they never, ever, not a single time came to my room. Not once. Not a single time did they ever come to my, you know what I mean? Like ever. You know, the 8 o'clock door rule. Yeah, man, she's been doing that in the bedroom since I moved out. Since she moved me out of the bedroom, her bedroom door closes at 8 o'clock, and that's it. That's it. You know, the person will be sitting there watching TV, and by 8:15, she's already come out, and she is now.
Sorry, man. 8:15, mate. She's come out, turns the TV off, turns the light off. I'm sitting on the sofa just watching TV. I've got no sound on the TV, boys. I swear, it's on number one. Like it's on number one, right? And I'm just sitting there, man, just watching it. You know, it's 8 o'clock at night. So they come out, they turn the TV off, they turn the living room light off, and then they go into the bedroom and close the door. That's what they did. They told me to go to bed. You know, you need to go to bed now. Ah. Da, 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 da. Well, this is not bad, man. It's certainly better than what I thought, to be honest.
Oh, well, you're never partners. Once they've got you in the spare room, mate, that's it. It's finished. It's finished, mate. You don't know who they're tippy tappy to. They sit there tippy tapping all night. They tippy tappy, tippy tappy, tippy tappy. Yeah. So they're not talking to you.
They're not talking to you, mate. Fucking the same as mine, dude. I'd go into the bathroom, brush my teeth. I'd look over, and there it is, mate. Tippy tappy on the phone. It's not talking to me, man. You know, it's not talking to me. Broke my heart, mate. Really did. Just ignored. You're totally ignored. Doesn't even see you. Doesn't just ignores you. And if she looks at you, she'll just close the door. She'll just close the door. She's so offended at even looking at you. And I was sweet back then, mate. I wasn't, you know, we're supposed to be together. We're supposed to be together, mate. You know, we've only just moved in together.
We're less than 3 months together. Less than 3.5, something like that, months together. Moving in the house, moving into my property. So it didn't take her long. You'll just come home and you found yourself moved into the spare room. That's what I did. I don't know how, you know, that's how it played out for me. Just moved straight in. So where's that guy, man? Sitting here waiting now. It's been a couple of hours. And I'm waiting for this fucking retard to come into the chat. You know, the one that threatened me. He still hasn't arrived here.
All right, man. What time is it, dude? The shit's going to be turned off. I've got 2 hours. I've got 2 hours, man. That's not bad, dude. It's not fantastic, but it's better than nothing. For $1.50. Ugh.
Oh, is that what that means? I didn't even know what that meant, goat.
Ghost. I had no idea what he was talking about. I didn't even know. Oh, jeez, man. I'll give it, far out.
Pretty disgusting, man. Alright, man, I can't wait around all night. I just wanted to fucking wait for that vote. Just to let you know, Raji, you got no power on my channel, mate. You got no power in my chat. You got no power over my videos. I certainly didn't private them because of you. You are not special in any way, shape, or form. To me, you're nothing more than a goat herder, okay? Or an Indian curry muncher. You love a curry. I like a good curry too, mate. Nothing like a curry. That's
About it, mate. So I thought I'd show my face because you seem to take credit on it, do you? No, no, no. It's gonna in 2 hours, mate. It'll my internet. My internet will go. My internet will go, mate. Midnight.
okay. Midnight it'll go. So I was going to have a peaceful night, to be honest. I was going to go to bed. But then he sent me these messages, and I thought, well, okay, then I'll play.
I'll play. Well, I don't think I'd ever eat that again, boys. Like, it's okay if you're really hungry and you've got no money,
But I certainly wouldn't go to the supermarket and stock up on them. And I'm really glad that we're not in a nuclear fucking holocaust and that's all I've got to eat.
I'm really glad about that. I'm really glad that I haven't got a great big vault, and I'm relying on fantastic noodle boxes to survive. Yuck.
Yeah, they're real cheap, all right. I can't eat them. There'd be no way. It's yeah, it's a once in a blue moon thing for me. They're not really nice.
So, yeah, at all. Anyway, they're better than nothing, mate. They're better than nothing, mate. I'm trying to get this last mouthful down, okay? Let me wash it down with a bit of freaking chocolate milk.
Oh wow, we can spell one word, copy and paste. Oh no. Oh God, mate. It's alright, man. You got no power here, brother. Here is your power, man. Welcome to the Lord Dobby's world. Boom, mate. Your whole shit's gone. Watch. Bang. Gotcha. The whole lot of it's gone. You're in my jail. Welcome to Lord Dobby.
Busy with your copy and pasting, weren't you? Alright, dude. Fuck yeah, man. Fuck. A whole freaking row of it, Dave. A whole row of it, mate. Friday night, mate. Friday night. Friday night, man.
What time is it? 9:30 or something? 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. Ugh. Now I gotta burp all that stuff up, mate. But it doesn't mean you get out of the game, boys. It doesn't mean that you don't play the game. It doesn't mean that you should, say to yourself that I'll never get a girl or I should never try and get a girl or whatever. You've just got to know the game. That's all it is. Okay? Because they know the game and they're playing the game. And, you don't know the game, so you don't know what's going on, right? Yeah, mate, you just got to wake up to the flags. Okay? You got to wake up to the flags before it costs you everything, right? So the same thing applies to metal. The same thing applies. All my funds were going overseas every time. It's not until I said, hey, what happens to the final bit, when you actually, like, we sell the product, rah, rah, where does the money go? and it goes in her private bank account. So here I am working my ass off in Australia and taking the funds off me and basically sending everything overseas. And in overnight you're broke every night. Every time you've got money, you're totally broke because this person has put you in la la land. Oh, we're going to have a business. We're going to be selling this. We're going to sell this. We're going to do great. It's huge profit margin. You know what she doesn't tell you is that the end result is her personal bank account. It's got nothing to do with you. Okay? And this person will run it and run it and run it as hard as they can and as much as they can until you've woken up to it. Okay, until you've said to yourself, "Hang on a minute, there's no money coming in. Like we're selling all of this stuff, right? But there's no money coming in. Like we're relying on me going to the market and pulling the money that I do at the market in order to fund that." Okay, so I just simply asked a couple of questions, you know. So it didn't take me long, you know, 5 or 10 minute questions to realize that I'm getting absolutely stormed here. Like absolutely, you know, they're sucking as much resources out of me as they can, and they're sending it overseas. And you know, what value is that for you boys if someone's doing that to you? You know, they're telling you your funds are over there, rah rah. They're not over. You're not over there, mate. You go over there on a holiday once every blue moon. You know, you go over there because you worked out that you're not really welcome over there either. Like, seriously, you're not really welcome over there now either because you've worked it all out and they're not happy you've worked it out. Okay, they're not. Okay, they're not happy at all. They want you in La La Land, Wonderland, you know, so broken-hearted over how great they are. They're all the same. Women come with expenses, mate, and baggage. They don't come freely handed. You know, they come with extra demands. Women come with demands. That's how I should put it. Women come with demands. They don't come like we do. You know, like we don't sit there making demands on the woman. A woman will. A woman will absolutely withhold her whole thing from you if you don't obey. If you haven't done this, this, and this, and this week, you're not going to get no punani. You're not going to get anything. You're not even going to get a kiss and a cuddle. You're going to get no affection at all. None. It's pretty sad, man, because you end up spending time with someone that, you know, both of you are wasting your lives away. Neither of you are getting any love. And, you know, it's just a big waste of time. And it's all brought on by one side. You know, it's all brought on by one side. They are in control of the punani, mate. You know what I mean? They're in control of that. You're in control of the relationship part of it, which is true. As soon as I put my foot down, she wants to get rid of you. Same. But they're in the charge of that. You know, since when would you ever force your wife to do rah, 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 rah? Absolute rubbish. Rubbish. Just... And hard, man, when I'm living in a spare room. I said to the bloke, that's bullshit. I live in a spare room. I said, you know, what are you talking about? We're not even in the same room. Okay, like the person can't prove that I'm in the room. It makes it pretty hard to have done whatever, you know, you're in threat of. You're in threat of doing this or whatever. That's just rubbish. You know, even the copper said to me, you know, she's building a case, man. I don't know. I've been waiting, Excellency. I'll wait another 10 minutes, mate. 2 hours, okay? But I've been sitting here waiting for the Indian to come in, who, you know, puts the big threat on my channel, and, you know, he's going to do this and he's going to do that. Okay, then cool, man. And then he, you know, took credit. You know, oh, you've taken your streams down because of me. I win. You know, I'm going to make you quit. I don't know. Fucking really. Okay, here we go. Everything goes back up. Everything goes back up. I've got 2 hours. I thought I'd just sit there watching TikToks, mate, you know, the rest of the afternoon and enjoy the bit of internet that I've got left. And that's it, boys. I'll see you on the 21st or something. I'll see you later on in the month. I've got a real feeling they're going to kibosh my thing, give me a 1 month thing here, and they get to keep your money. That's what they do. The AdSense doesn't pay. If they can get rid of you, suspend your account, yeah, AdSense keeps your money. The machine keeps your paper. So It's all about the paper, bro. It doesn't matter how many billions they've got. Yeah, they need more billions. Okay, they need more. Okay, it's never enough, mate. You know, it's like a greedy TikToker streamer. They're just so greedy. Like you look them up on Tiki Leaps, and they've cleared what, 23,000 US dollars in the last 9 days, and it's not enough. They're on there. You go and watch their live, and no one supports me. I haven't got a team, and no one's coming to put me up in the ranks. They've cleared 23,000 US in the last 9 days. There's the proof. Majnun cleared over 35,000 US dollars in the last fest, but that's what he walked away with. And he's back there the next week when the next festival starts. He's online at 8 o'clock in the morning. Okay, he's online. So the greed is outstanding. The greed is just mind-boggling, because even that kind of paper in the TikTok account, you can't take it out. You've got to build your account up in order to take any kind of money out of your account. I mean, the most I can do is $100. That's it. $100 a week or $100 a day. I don't know what it is, but the more money you earn, then they open up the account for you. They earn big money, man. I've got to try and learn how they do it, man. They just sit there. They don't really talk to them a whole lot, and they're really picky on what they do talk to, and they just sit there wanting to battle. They just go into battling, into battling, into battling. Then they tell their team that they're broke, that no one's here to support me, no one likes me. They give them a bit of a fairy tale, right? You know what I mean? And then they go back into the battling again. It's so weird. It's so freaking weird, man. That's TikTok, though. That's TikTok, man. I don't last there 10 minutes. I last 10 minutes, man. All right, boys, that's 2 hours, man. I've been waiting 2 hours for him. I'm going to go and lie in my bed now and watch some TikTok for a couple of hours. I'll see you back on the 21st, man, of this month. Yeah, I have to just do what I have to do, man. I need those funds to do the psychologist. I haven't been able to pay her, so I need to use the internet's thing to do that and to keep them happy. And I want to try and be stum until the 21st or 23rd or whatever it is, to see if they're going to take my channel down, because they'll probably take whatever's sitting there. So I'm double sorted, mate. You know what I mean. I feel a little bit afraid everywhere I go here. Anyway, I'll catch you next time, boys, and I'll see you later in the month, man. Okay, stay happy, healthy, and well always. All right, and yeah, stay on your path, man, and I hope you're kicking goals and taking names. Okay. Yeah, hey, Lord Dobby King at gmail.com is my PayPal if you wanted to throw me $5 or whatever. Other than that, I'm cool. Don't worry about it. It's all good. And we'll catch you later on during the month, the 23rd or something like that, to see if they pay me out on here, and I'll pay for the internet with that one, okay? But thanks for your time, man. See you, man. Catch you later.